What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Back with another review for you guys from Severin Films. Kind of trying to stay with this, unlike I did with the Vinegar Syndrome titles. I do want to get back to those as well, so if you guys have any Vinegar Syndrome review request, drop those down in the comments below, as well as anything else from Severin. I do have most of the Vinegar Syndrome library as far as the slipcover editions, and then a handful of non-slip releases from them. So anything you guys request from them I probably have, and then anything from Severin you guys want, definitely let me know so I know which ones to kind of do next. I'm just kind of throwing on whatever feels good at the time, I guess, you know. But yeah, I did watch another one from Severin, and I'll be doing that review here soon. I'm not going to tell you which title yet. You have to stay tuned and find out. But today we're reviewing The Boys Next Door. Give you guys a brief little synopsis here of what it says on the back. There's all kinds of just random shit on the back here as well. Comes to Blu-ray for the first time ever. Okay, so Maxwell, Caulfield, and Charlie Sheen star as high school outcasts who head to Los Angeles for a spree of petty crime, senseless violence, and savage murder that will stick in your head for a long time. That's pretty much the only synopsis they really have. They have a bunch of like quotes from different shit. But so yeah, Maxwell Caulfield and Charlie Sheen, they play Bo and Roy. And you also have Christopher McDonald in here. Most knowingly, for me anyways, would be Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore. We all know who Shooter is. You know, he eats pieces of shit for breakfast.
You're gonna beat me? At golf? Oh, you're on. You're in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
All right. This is directed by what's her name? Penelope Spheris. I'm terrible with names. You guys know that. So she's just going to be Penelope. I don't want to butcher her last name if I already did. But yeah, really enjoyed this one quite a bit. This is very early. Charlie Sheen. He only did a couple little things before this. This was his first like major role, and I believe this was right around the time of Red Dawn, and shortly after this he was offered Platoon. I think actually this and Red Dawn were shooting at the same time, but Red Dawn came out after. I could be wrong in that. It's been about a week since I've watched this, guys, so all the information I got from the features and everything is kind of a little bit fuzzy now. I've watched a lot of movies since watching this, but there is a lot of special features on here, which I will go over real quick before we get more into the story. We have an audio commentary with the director and Maxwell Caulfield, and I don't remember how long any of these are, guys. They were all pretty informative, though. You have a Blind Rage interview with Stephen Thrower, author of Nightmare USA, which was a really good interview, and I haven't watched a whole lot of his interviews, and in this one you do learn that Stephen Thrower is you know, a homosexual, which is, you know, fine by me, to each their own. I myself am not, but it doesn't fucking bother me. I don't give a fuck what gender you are or what, you know, sexuality you fucking prefer or any of that shit. I don't give a fuck. As long as you're you and you're not a complete dick, then you're good in my book. I don't really care. But anyways, so you do learn that, and you do learn that through that one and a few other features on here that this film really spoke to the gay community a lot, and that wasn't really her intention of this film, but she seems to be okay with it, you know, being kind of I don't know, just like speaking to that community, I guess. And I don't know if this really says that like certain things they do in this movie are wrong or whatever, but they really took a liking to this film for whatever reason. But Anyway, you have Both Sides of the Law, interview with actors Maxwell Caulfield and Christopher McDonald. That was a really fun interview. These two guys seemed to get along really well and had a really good time during this interview. I can tell they really enjoyed going back and talking about this experience and everything. Give Us Your Money, interviews with street band performers Texarkana Jones and Tequila Mockingbird. Some weird fucking people. The Texarkana Jones or Texacala Jones chick. Oh my god, she's so weird. But again, I don't judge anybody. I don't give a fuck what you're into and everything and how you live your life. As long as you don't do anything that affects the way I live my life, do what you want. All right. But it was an interesting interview. It wasn't my favorite on here, but it was okay. You have Caveman Day, Cinemaniacs interview with director Penelope Spheris and actor Maxwell Caulfield. I don't exactly remember what that one was about. Again, it's been a little while since I've watched this, guys. Tales from the End Zone, actor Kenneth Cortland. Of course, the End Zone is the name of a gay bar in this film. Just a fictional name for it. It was actually a real bar. You do learn all that in the features. It was a real gay bar and everything. And they let him use it for this film. And actually, during a location saying on here, they were actually filming another movie at that bar, recently. So it's still there, it still exists, and so that's pretty cool. And you have the Psychotronic Tourist, The Boys Next Door. That's where you learn that. It's kind of like Horror's Hallowed Grounds features on like the Scream Factories and stuff. I can't remember his name. It's gonna drive me insane. Where the guy goes around, shows you all the filming locations and everything for the movie. That was really interesting on here. You do learn quite a bit extra about this. During that, you do learn that this movie is related a lot to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. In one scene where they're in the bar, the bartender is actually Anthony Kiedis' father, who was an actor. And the original guitar player for the Chili Peppers actually committed suicide in the apartment building that they use for a scene in here as well. So a couple connections to the Chili Peppers, which I found really fascinating. I always like to learn little tidbits like that. But and I love location features, and a lot of the stuff was still there, so that was pretty interesting. And then you have an alternate title sequence and extended scenes. The alternate title sequence, you do have an alternate title of the movie. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll try to put up a picture or something of the alternate title, but I can't remember a whole lot of detail right now. I just want to get this review done and get it out there before I forget everything. I was kind of going to watch it again, but I felt like I remembered enough to be able to tell you guys my overall opinion and everything of it. But it's pretty much them two. They're outcasts, like it said on the back. They're kind of, I'll say, white trash, kind of not so well-off people, and they're kind of looked down on by other people in school. They're getting ready to graduate, and they kind of crash this party and everything. Some things go on during that scene as well. They have to like sneak in through the bushes, and they're kind of given shit by the popular people in the school. And shortly after that, they realize, come Monday, we're going to start our jobs in this factory, and then our life is going to be just, a 9-to-5 boring fucking life. And it's pretty much over for us. The good times are over and everything. And so they take a trip to LA to kind of, go out and do whatever they want to do. And, there is really no limit to what they do, as you guys will find out by watching this. And then, go back and start their normal lives and put everything behind them that they did over the weekend. And it doesn't quite turn out that way for them, unfortunately. But right off the bat, they stop at this gas station, and pretty much beat this shit out of this gas station attendant within like an inch of his life over $2 in gas. Granted, $2 in gas was a little bit more back then. Actually, it may not have been the way gas prices are right now. But anyway, so they beat the shit out of this guy, and kind of get a rush from that and start doing other things. I'm not going to give everything away, guys. There will be, some spoilers, obviously, because I have to talk about a few things. But I can really tell that Charlie Sheen's character, Bo, was not as into doing these things as Roy. Roy really got off on doing this stuff and got a real rush and a real sense of purpose, I guess, from doing these violent acts. There's a scene, like I've already touched on a little bit, where they pick up a guy from the gay bar, go back to his apartment, and things really escalate from there. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens. I'll try to throw in some little clips for you guys, but I'm not going to give everything away, because and that was a really powerful scene. I was going to say, because when I saw that scene for the first time, that one probably hit me the hardest, as well as one towards the end, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, you can really feel the tension in the air, I'll say, during that scene. There's a point in here where they excuse me. This monster's really giving me issues. I done lost my train of thought. Fuck. Anyways, during all this, the cops, one of them played by the, what was his name again? Christopher McDonald, plays kind of like a newer kind of rookie cop, and wants, to definitely crack this case. And as mentioned in one of the features, you really feel like this goes on a lot longer than over a weekend. Like, he's been on this case for a while, and he's really, getting there, and he's really going to find out who's doing these awful things to these people. There's a scene in here where Charlie Sheen's character, Bo, kind of has a thing for this chick, but she's with this guy. So Roy goes and does some things to this couple. And that's the point where you really see Charlie Sheen's character saying, pretty much like, what the fuck, man? You've gone way too far. And he doesn't really want to be a part of this anymore. There's a scene in here towards the end where Bo meets up with this kind of like gypsy, kind of hippie woman, and they start getting romantic and everything. And Roy does not like this whatsoever, and gets extremely jealous. But the weird thing is, he wasn't jealous, I don't think, and other people mentioned in the interviews, and I got this vibe too. He wasn't necessarily jealous that Bo was getting some from this chick. He was jealous because he has a thing for Bo himself. He never mentions anything. He never exposes his attraction to him or anything. And I don't know if that was the director's intention on this or not, but I think it really shows his expressions while this is going on in the other room, and he's just kind of watching him for a second and things like that. You can really tell that he really didn't like this happening. And like I said, not because he's hooking up with this chick, and he's not, because he has some kind of affection for Bo. I don't know. If you guys have seen this movie, let me know what you guys think in terms of that. I'm kind of going through this movie really quick because I don't want to give a whole lot away to you guys. There's some other things that happen, some other people that are harmed and everything. Towards the very end of this movie, the last act takes place in a shopping mall, which is still there today. I forget the name of the mall. It's all in the features and everything. But I really enjoyed that part. I always love movies that take place in malls, of course, like Dawn of the Dead, fucking mall rats. Movies that take place in malls are really intriguing to me, especially back then when the mall was more of a social hangout and everything like that. You guys know how malls used to be in the glory days, I'll say. I mean, I remember how they were in the 90s, early 2000s, even before online shopping just completely took everything over. But it was interesting to see some of the stores, still being there, and seeing some of the stores that, we all miss and everything. But really good police chase through the mall. No, I won't say really good. It wasn't really that thrilling, but it was well shot and everything, and you get a good circumference of the mall itself. But the end of this movie is kind of what I expected, I guess, because I don't think one of the characters really could have came back from certain things that he did. I'm not going to tell you guys what happens again. I don't want to spoil everything for you guys, but I really thought it was going to go a different way at the very end. There's some things that happen between Roy and Bo that one of the things definitely should have happened, but I think the other character's situation could have went a little differently. My throat is just super fucking dry. Sorry. But it was a satisfying ending. Could have been better, but it definitely could have been a lot worse. But overall, guys, I really enjoyed this movie. I'm going to try to make this review pretty short for you guys. I'm going to try to, like I've said before, keep these around 20, no more than 30 minutes tops. And I know with throwing some scenes from the movie and everything like that in there, it's going to be about there. So, and unfortunately, this is the last movie that the Penelope chick directed that was really kind of a drama, kind of touching on society and everything. One thing I did want to mention too, there is some cheesy fucking lines in here too. One of them, even Charlie Sheen's character is like, "What the fuck does that even mean?"
You ladies want to party or what? Well,
Hey, eat my fuck.
just exactly what does eat my fuck mean?
Beats me, pal.
Back! Hollywood! Land of opportunity! Give me a head till I'm dead, mama!
And so some of them were kind of over my head and over the actors' heads too, but she was really into directing stuff like to do with like punk rock and things like that. Of course, she directed Suburbia, and then that the documentary, The Decline of the Western Civilization, were the first two things that she did before doing this. And I have not seen Suburbia yet myself, but I hear it's a really good movie, and I definitely want to check it out. She was really innovative and groundbreaking at the time, and then she went on to direct Wayne's World after this, and kind of got casted as a comedy director after that, and wasn't really offered anything but comedies.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're scum! We suck!
She also directed Black Sheep, and I believe Little Rascals, things like that. But yeah, so it kind of sucks that she didn't stick with this kind of film, because I think she really had a lot of potential, and everybody on the set seemed to really like her and got along with her really well, and really enjoyed her vision and everything. So I don't know. It would have been interesting to see what other kinds of films she would have directed, related to ones like this. But overall, guys, this is a pretty high recommend for me, especially as far as films from Severin go. This is a actual good quality film, and it's not just a B movie with a bunch of cheese and no purpose. It does have substance to it. So I definitely recommend this one, guys. If nothing else, on this upcoming Black Friday sale, definitely grab it. You know, I mean, I grabbed it on the mid-year sale. I forget how much it was, but definitely worth the purchase, guys. Especially if you guys collect Severin titles. I'm just now getting back into them myself, and I hear a lot of them are just not even worth your time, but this one definitely is. So if you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. If nothing else, stream it. But that's going to do it for me, guys, on this one. And if you guys are still watching, let me know down in the comments if this mic sounds any better. I know this one probably picks up some background noise a little more than the other one, but I'm trying to get rid of that buzzing sound, that fucking whatever the hell the other one's doing, because it's driving me nuts. I know it's driving you guys fucking nuts. I'm trying to find a good mic, and I don't really know what to get. If you guys have any recommendations on mics for your phones, definitely let me know. And you know, I'll try to make these videos a little better for you. But let me know if you guys have seen this down in the comments, what you guys think of this film and everything. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here too on the features. Talks a lot about not only Maxwell Caulfield, but another cast member being part of Grease 2, and you know, that kind of like ruining their careers because it didn't do so well, and you know, they thought it was going to be like this big hit, and it wasn't. It touches on that quite a bit. But anyways, we're at 20 minutes, so I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. That's without adding scenes. And I'll catch you guys next time. As always, peace, love, happiness to everybody, and bye.